Yo, what's going on, guys? It's boy Captain Clutch here, back with Brand Eats Video Man. And today we got why Saturn is the scariest planet. It's not peaceful. And I'm gonna be honest, man. I think Saturn is probably my favorite planet. I mean, just because it has like the rings and whatever. But like, I've looked at it with like a telescope, and it's honestly like one of the coolest things ever. Like it looked just like this, like from the picture. Looked just like this, and I seen it with the rings and whatever. Literally looked like a hologram. And I recommend anyone who has a telescope or doesn't have one and wants to see it, they should probably borrow one or whatever they can and get a hold of a telescope and just try to look at Saturn through a telescope, like a decent telescope, or any type of telescope. It's really cool, trust me, and it moves so quick, but like it's really cool to see with your human eye. Even Jupiter's like really bright
Listen
too.
to that sound. That is not a soundtrack. That is the actual radio emission of Saturn screaming into the void.
Oh man.
That it flattens.
No, I think Neptune and Jupiter are pretty scary too. But yeah, Saturn's definitely up there.
Welcome.
Yo, what isn't it like what asteroid belt, right?
Perfect. Eternal.
That's so cool how it has rings though.
To the side.
Damn. What is it, like a comet? Oh, it's a moon. Oh, this looks so blurry.
From the core. It shredded a living.
So dramatic. But let me tell you guys. Let me tell you something cool, man. Oh yeah, I was gonna say. Did you know that a day on Venus is longer than a year on Venus? So imagine like you were living on Venus. A year a year would be longer than a day. So basically, one whole day would be actually a year on Venus. So a year is longer. No, a day is longer than a year on Venus. And you're probably like, how the hell is a day longer than a year on Venus? But let me just show you real quick. A year on Venus, one full orbit around the sun. So it's spinning around the sun. You know, for example, it's spinning around the sun. Lasts 225 Earth days, and then a day on Venus is actually longer than its year. The planet takes 243 Earth days to complete one slow rotation. So one full cycle of day and night cycle is 117 Earth days. Now, isn't that freaking crazy? So a year is 225 days, but a day on Venus is actually 243 days. Like, make it make sense, because it spins so slow. It orbits faster than it rotates. I don't know, that's pretty crazy. And it rotates clockwise, opposite to most planets, retrograde. Due to the slow backward rotation, the sun rises in the west and sets in the east, with sunrises happening roughly every 117 Earth days. How does that even make sense? That's so crazy, bro. What? So it rotates backwards, man. Yeah, it's. Hey man, if you just learned that, let me know in the comments, man. Well, that's trippy.
At the very center of the hexagon lies a massive vortex, a red spinning maw that looks like a rose made of hurricanes. It has been raging for decades, perhaps centuries.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt, but if you look at Jupiter from a telescope, it looks a lot like this right here, or a little bit like this. Like, it has like a little tint of color, but like you can still see like the little moons or whatever. But I was gonna say, pictures like this trip me out right here, like this. Look at this right here. Pictures like this right here scare me. Like this. Look at this. Like, imagine seeing this in real life. But like, you know, like when the planet's like super huge. Yeah, kind of like this. So like, if it was this close, like how close to the moon is, this is how it would look. Yeah, look. Sun was as close as the moon. This is what it would look like. Like, this is scary right here, bro. Like, like, could you imagine that? That'd be crazy.
Geometric scar that never heals, staring unblinkingly into the void like a giant eye. And when Saturn gets angry, the entire planet changes. Every 30 Earth years, roughly one Saturnian year, a monster
One
wakes
Saturn
up.
year is 30
We call
years.
it the Great White Spot. This is a storm system so massive it wraps around the entire circumference of the planet. Imagine a thunderstorm that covers the entire Earth, flashing with lightning 10,000 times stronger than anything on our world. It churns up
Whoa.
distinct white clouds of ammonia ice from deep within the interior, turning the golden planet into a ghost. It is a reminder that beneath those calm bands of yellow clouds, there is a chaotic engine of heat and energy waiting to explode.
No
Saturn
shot.
is the king of a massive entourage with more than 140 moons, but one of them is an imposter.
Imposter?
Titan. Titan is the only moon in the solar system with a thick atmosphere. In fact, the air pressure here is higher than on Earth. If you stood on Titan, you would see rivers, lakes, and rain clouds. It looks startlingly like home. But do not be fooled. Titan is a twisted, toxic reflection of Earth. The rain is not water. It is liquid methane and ethane, liquid natural gas falling from the sky in slow motion due to the low gravity. The temperature is minus ocean due to the natural gas falling from the sky in slow motion due to the low gravity. The temperature is minus 179 degrees Celsius.
Oh, no.
If you jumped into a lake on Titan, you wouldn't just freeze, you would shatter like glass. And the ground, not sand. The massive dunes of Titan are dark hydrocarbon grains, essentially plastic, static charged plastic dunes, hundreds of meters high,
So
shifting in the alien wind.
This is where they filmed the movie Dune.
It is a world that mimics life, but is built from the ingredients of death. Further out lies a tiny bright ball of pure white ice, Enceladus.
Looks like the moon.
For years we thought it was just a frozen rock, but then we saw the tiger stripes, long
heck?
blue fractures at the South Pole, and from these scars it bleeds.
Nah, it looks pretty cool.
Giant geysers of water vapor shoot hundreds of kilometers into space at supersonic speed. Saturn's gravity is kneading this tiny moon like a ball of dough, keeping its core warm. Beneath that thick frozen shell lies a global ocean of warm liquid water. It has salt, it has heat, it has organic molecules. In the deep, dark pressure of Enceladus, shielded from the vacuum of space, something might be swimming. We went to Saturn looking for gas and rock. We might leave having found neighbors. But to learn these secrets, we had to make a sacrifice. In 2017, the Cassini spacecraft, our lone messenger at Saturn, was running out of fuel. To protect the pristine moons like Enceladus from contamination, NASA made a tough choice. They ordered Cassini to commit suicide. On its final orbit, Cassini dove straight into the atmosphere of the monster it had studied for 13 years. It fought to keep its antenna pointed at Earth, transmitting data until the very last second.
See, I find that crazy how like a satellite can, the data can go all the way to Earth. I find that so crazy.
Transmitting data until the very last second.
Like that far, like my phone data is struggling on Earth, but you got that data all over there that's working. That's insane.
But Saturn showed no mercy. The heat and pressure tore the robot apart. It melted, vaporized, and became part of the planet forever. Saturn feels eternal, but it is not. Even the rings are dying. Gravity is slowly pulling the rings down into the planet as ring rain. In 100 million years, a blink of an eye in cosmic time, the rings will be gone. Saturn will be just another lonely gas giant in the dark. So look at it while you can. It is a temporary masterpiece of gravity and violence, a beautiful trap
Dang, so it's gonna be lonely.
that lured us across the solar system, only to show us how small we really are.
Nah, yeah, no. Yeah, Jupiter and Saturn are huge, both of them.
Saturn is the most beautiful thing in our sky. But remember, beauty can be deadly.
Oh snap. Yo, that was crazy, dude. No, but
Saturn is the most beautiful.
no, Saturn is low-key the best planet for sure, man. Look at that. Look how sick that looks. That looks so sick. But yeah, like I said, man, I highly recommend, man, you should grab a telescope if you get the chance. Look at Saturn, look at Jupiter if you can. Probably the two best things to look at in the sky, you know. Don't look at the moon because the moon might hurt your eye. Definitely might hurt your eye. But yeah, man, that's wrap the video, man. Pretty spooky, man. Like seeing how big space is and how dark, and about like how dramatic this video was, and like let me know what you guys think about what the other stuff I said too about the Venus day and year thing, and then the freaking planets being that close, like from Earth's view to the moon or whatever. But yeah, man, that's wrap the video up. Drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, comment down your guys' opinions, and until next time, it's been Boy Clutch. Peace out.